Welcome to the introduction of calculated rows. Forecast Pro TRAC version 3, in the override grid we can now generate calculated rows where users can specify formulas referring to other rows in the overrides. Let's take a look at an example within Forecast Pro. I've loaded in external information called price, basically listing the price of the item for each month going time. And as you can see for this item that we're looking at, in February of 2013, the price is going to increase. Now what if I wanted to utilize the current forecast that I have along with this price to generate revenue, to see how much revenue I'm actually producing? To do this, I can insert a calculated row. I'll first start by right-clicking over here on the naming rows and saying add a row. It'll ask me to name this row, and in this case I'll call it revenue. And say OK. Now here in the revenue row, what I can do is I can actually manually type in a formula that I would like to use. In this case, what I wanted to do is I wanted to say equals the forecast row times the price row. While the forecast row itself is referenced by just using the word forecast, any of your external rows or user-defined rows need to be incorporated in one of these sort of squiggly brackets. When I go ahead and hit enter, what you can see is it will actually multiply my forecast times my price to give me my revenue. And if I wanted to expand this out to the entire row, I can simply right-click on this single cell and say copy, highlight the non-filled in cells and say paste, and it will go ahead and it will paste my formula for the entire row. And when I hit commit, this will now be alive. And as I click on different items, you'll see that my revenue row is available to me, that the formula has been used across all of my different items.